Hello, I'm Ifeanya Kiriakaku.
And I'm Kyle Margolis. Today on the Badger Report, we'll catch you up on a busy week in Madison, including a spike in crime near campus.
And coming up next in the Badger Report, find out how one Madison company is finding closure after a long battle with pollution.
And later, you may have been wondering, where is the snow? Alana will let us know if it's coming our way.
Coming up in sports, we'll take a look at what sets Wisconsin tight end Troy Fumagalli apart from the crowd.
This is the Badger Report.
Madison police saw a 65% jump this year in crime on the 600th block of University Ave.
City officials have made changes to make this area safer for UW-Madison students and late-night bargoers. I talked to some who say there's more work to be done to discourage violence. Officials have been meeting recently to determine ways that they can lower the amount of crime.
The University of Wisconsin of Madison Police Department is seeking feedback in their biannual campus survey. The survey was sent out in an email to all students, faculty, and staff and is looking to see how safe people feel on campus and what areas of safety they think UWPD should focus on in the coming year. The survey must be completed by Friday, December 22nd.
With 51 Republican votes, the U.S. Senate passed one of the largest tax bills in recent history, hoping to cut taxes by $1.5 trillion for businesses and individuals.
The House version of the bill has many graduate students worried. The Badger Report's Philip Brzezinski has more. The UW-Madison scholarship funds could be in jeopardy if the Senate version of the GOP tax bill becomes law. The Senate version includes a provision that would make revenue made for the Badger apparel taxable. The $1 to $2 million annual revenue is used to fund scholarships for low-income students. If this provision was implemented, it would reduce the amount of scholarships given out. The House and Senate will soon come together to create one bill. There is no set date for the final vote.
Incoming freshmen will see a new charge on their housing bill. Starting next year, UW-Madison housing residents will be required to deposit at least $1,400 per year to spend only at dining facilities. This minimum is a change from the current a la carte system. Following the release of this policy, a petition has been circulating in opposition. The Associated Students of Madison have also released a statement against the implementation of this policy.
The Taco Bell Cantina coming to State Street had its liquor license approved by the Madison City Council despite concern from council members and the Madison Police. It was approved for a wine and beer license only and will stop serving alcohol 10 p.m. during the week and 11 p.m. during the weekend. The State Street location will also be taking added security measures in and outside of the restaurant with 17 cameras. This will be the 8th Taco Bell Cantina in the United States.
Members of the Native American community gathered in protest against police violence after a young man's death on a reservation. The Badger Report's Dan Chinitz has more.
Net neutrality has been a pressing issue for several years now and has gotten significant attention in recent months.
The concept itself can be confusing, and there's a lot that comes with making decisions on net neutrality policy. The Badger Report's Lisa Milter joined us on set to explain more about net neutrality.
Well, you may have heard that the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, will be voting soon on possibly repealing net neutrality. I investigated what that exactly means for internet users across America.
So Lisa, what are people doing in the meantime leading up to the vote next week?
Well, many people have been calling their senators and congresspeople, either encouraging or discouraging the repeal of net neutrality. There are also some protests planned across the country, so we'll see the impact they make.
Thank you, Lisa.
Up next, how pollution cleanup efforts are affecting the surrounding community.
And later, Badger football's Troy Fumagalli is unique in college football in a number of ways. Find out how.
After years of cleanup, the Madison KIPP Corporation has agreed to settle a lawsuit over toxic soil pollution in their Atwood facility.
The company will have to pay $350,000, but can postpone further cleanup indefinitely. For more, Amos Mayberry has the story.
HIV and AIDS is a worldwide epidemic that is affecting Wisconsin in new ways. UW Health is combating these new challenges with community conversation. The Badger Report's Alana Conley has more.
Temperatures have dropped below freezing in Madison, but the Henry Vilas Zoo is still up and running. Even though not every animal is out and about in the exhibits, Vilas Zoo will have festive lights up through the new year for families to experience.
Yeah, I'll make sure that I make my trip over to the Henry Vilas Zoo lights. Up next, a look at how the largest ski and snowboard resale in the Midwest fares without any snow. There may not be much snow on the ground just yet, but there is still a demand for ski and snowboard gear. The Hoover Ski and Snowboard Club held their 54th annual resale last weekend, selling new and gently used equipment and apparel. The largest ski resale in the Midwest, the club was hoping the lack of snow would not impact their sales. So far, the numbers from the first day this year are up from the first day of the sale last year, meaning the lack of cold weather still did not deter potential customers.
Well, hopefully they can use that snow gear soon. We now turn to Alana Conley for the update on weather. Alana, any chance of snow soon?
Well, it certainly has been unusually warm this year, and while there's no snow in the forecast, this week's cold snap seems promising. Fall colors stuck around into December this year, with Madison's Lake so far showing no signs of ice. According to the Wisconsin Climatology Office, last year at this time, Lake Wingra was frozen over on December 9th, Monona on December 16th, and Mendota by January 1st. However, a cold front this week should give Wisconsin hope that snow is coming soon.
You know, Kyle, I'm really not looking forward to the weather getting any colder.
Yes, snow and cold weather certainly will make those walks to the library much, much longer.
Yeah, not looking forward to it. This was an intense week for Wisconsin athletics. Up next, the Badger Report's Jonah Malkin will recap UW-Madison's loss in the Big Ten championship game and the latest scores.
Also in sports, we'll hear from tight end Troy Fumagalli and take a look at his success despite some unique circumstances. Stay with us.
Well, unfortunately, it was a tough weekend for Badger football.
Our very own Jonah Malkin is here to tell us more.
Yeah, it certainly was a tough one, guys. Saturday night was a difficult one to swallow for Wisconsin football fans as the Badgers fell to the Ohio State Buckeyes 27-21 in a tight contest in the Big Ten championship game. While fans were certainly disappointed with the outcome, overall Badger fans still have a lot to be proud of as their team represented itself well and made history along the way.
Thank you, Jonah.
Certainly a jam-packed weekend in sports.
Yes, and coming up next, some unusual campus residents that live on the west side. We'll take a look at that.
Wisconsin may be known as the Dairy State, but what many people don't know is just how close the students at UW-Madison are to these dairy cows.
I actually went down to visit the cows on the other side of campus and get the story.
As the end of the semester approaches, UW-Madison is gearing up for its winter commencement. The ceremony will be held at December 17th at 10 a.m. in the Kohl Center. This semester's celebration will feature a pair of television writers, Adam Horowitz and Eddie Kitsis. Here at the Badger Report, we would like to congratulate our seniors and wish them the best.
Unfortunately, that wraps up our last Badger Report for the semester. The show will be returning in the next fall.
I'm Kyle Margolis.
And I'm Ifeanya Kirikaku. Thank you so much for watching and have a happy holiday.